Hello and welcome back to another game of What's Spawn the Galaxy. And today it looks like we have my favorite character, Professor Who's Who. Deck for this, Plunder Penny is in, which I think is essentially mandatory. I have lots of things unlocked, as you can see. I like Ogre Magi for sure. I like Mirror Mage, Elm Minister, Minster. All these things are like very strong with all the spell things that I'm looking to do. Morticia helps me find the strong. Let's put that back in. Helps me find the strong mages, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Free spells are nice with all of these kind of hunt characters that can give you some advantage. Mega Man is just there on power level. I don't really like Genie of the Lamp very much. I could think about getting like Mysteria back in. I don't think any of these are like generically cards that I'm looking to play. But I could be wrong on that. I could take the Black Hole as just like a tech card that always trades. But I think I like just having access to the tier 1 treasures in order to buff my spells. There's 3 that are pretty good with that. So here I'm going to take the Evil Stepmother. And now this is the Plunder Penny. This is one of the few heroes where I take the Plunder Penny before I have support for it. It's just a card that is so important. So even though I'm losing a half part here, I'm going to be looking to buff this up in some way. So Aladdin here is just the strongest thing, and Shmi is exactly what we're looking for. It's one of the cards that is going to buff up the Plunder Penny when it attacks. And here, the question is, do I play around the monkey? So basically, if I go first, if they have monkey or not, Plunder Penny always attacks. If they go first and they don't have the monkey, then it is a 50-50 shot or a 1 in 3 shot of hitting the Plunder Penny. If they have the monkey and they kill the despicable Shmi, then I'm not getting my slay. I'll do the actual probabilities on this kind of off stream, and maybe you can let me know them in the comment section down below if I don't remember to post them. But I think I'm going to do this just because it gives me a little bit of protection if they have monkey. They're playing Princess Animal, which definitely takes monkey a little bit more aggressively than normal, and I want to play around that a bit. They didn't have the monkey. I went first, so it wasn't relevant, but definitely a card that I'm thinking about. Okay, so we have our first free spell here. So for me, I think it is between the Presence of Gaia and the What Big Teeth. Because I have the Shmi to buff the penny when it attacks, I'm just going to buff that slot instead. And we're going to get a treasure here, hopefully a spell treasure, which it is not. But we can take this Captain's Cutlass, and now we have kind of all the attack that we're going to need. I'm going to get that heart back because that's important. Another free shot is excellent. I don't think we're strong enough to just take the Prince Charming here, so I'm going to take the Mecha Man. It's also a pirate as well. And now I can use the trick where I can actually replace the Stepmother with the Katamari and complete the quest. The Jack Frost is also pretty strong, but I think I'd rather just get the quest out of the way. Yeah, and then here it's Wand of Anger versus Twin Shot. Twin Shot is stronger right now, but Wand of Anger is going to be much better long term because I'm going to be casting lots and lots of spells. But I think Twin Shot is enough better right now that I'm going to take it. So in this particular fight, it looks like, I didn't need it. So a little bit unfortunate. I probably should have taken one. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd have done something different. Yeah, so especially here, I'm taking Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs plus Wand is excellent. Yeah, Wand plus Egg is excellent. I'm still thinking about Egg. I think I'm going to take Egg. I can buff next turn. And this lets me get a legendary character ahead of schedule. So pretty happy to take that. And we're still winning this fight, which is excellent. Yeah, so this is one of the big strengths of Plunder Penny is we have these mass pump spells, so now everything is going to just get giant when I cast this all for one, and this Egg is now basically just a relevant card. Morgan Le Fay is a card that I generally like quite a lot with Plunder Penny, but I'm not sure that I can afford to take out this Katamari. think I'm going to play the Twinkle Twinkle, and then if I hit a ranged character, I can just play it. Did not hit a ranged character, and none of these are substantially better than... Oh, +4 health for the shop is actually quite a lot now that that got buffed. I think I am going to just take the dash and replace the Katamari. Got a Plunder Penny of their own, but we're winning this fight. Nice. Excellent, excellent. The Shmi is still pretty good. The Dragon is, like, decent, but not the hugest thing. I think I'm just going to take the free spell that I get from this, and now how am I towards buffing all my slots? It's possible, but I don't think it's quite worth it here. I'll just cast the spell. Morticia is certainly not bad. I'm not going to play it, but, like, okay, so this is interesting. So Two-Headed Wizard is quite strong with breadcrumbs, but so is Calypso. And I have these 3 pirates that I'm kind of doing, and then I could also take the Plunder Penny pair. The golden Plunder Penny gives multiple attack, but, like, you don't really need a million attack off of it. Like, I think we've already gotten probably close to enough value. I'm not getting rid of it for a while, but, like, I'm not in a rush to golden it. So it's a question of, do I want to take the Two-Headed Wizard, knowing that I'm going to a bonus shop? And I think the answer is yes. And then the other question is, do I want to play it, or do I want to trash it? I think Calypso is just going to be a little bit too slow. I could keep these cards late in the game, but, like, Shmi in particular, I'm generally pretty likely to replace. The Wizard will get quite large, so I think I'm going to take it over the dash and acknowledge that I might be taking some damage this fight. Fortunately, if I do take damage, which I will, it's only going to be a half heart, and I think I would have been taking it either way. Let's see what we get here. Merlin would be ideal, but Captain Hook is quite strong in its own right, so quite happy with that. And then we can cast another Mass Pump spell here, and it's going to be doubled up from that Two-Headed Wizard, so very happy with that. And that Hook, I think, is likely to stay in slot 4 or slot 1 for the rest of the game, so quite happy with that. I think this is just another spell here, and the question is, what do I cast it on? Plunder Penny at this point, I think, should still be getting the hunt off, no problem, but I think a little bit more health on the Hook makes it likely to 2-for-1, and everything else is, like, a reasonable enough size, in my opinion. I could give a slot buff here to something like slot 2, and I think I am going to do that. I think it's just more likely to give me some value. There's not really mage treasures on Epic, if I recall correctly, so I don't really need to take the quest character there. Yep, and that slot buff lined up perfectly. 18 attack, killed their 18 power thing. So that was kind of nice to see, though, I think I was winning that fight anyway, realistically. Here, all these characters are fine, but I think I'm going to continue investing in this wizard, and I'll just take a new shop. Giant Growth is pretty potent. The Phil could be a character that I look to sneak in there and cut the Shmi, but the Shmi is still doing some work on the Plunder Penny and maybe the Mecha Man and all that. I think I'm just going to cast Giant Growth, and I think I might... Yeah, it's a question of, like, is my endgame comp going to have Plunder Penny or not? If it's not, I should cast it on the Captain Hook, but at this point it's big enough that I'm going to probably transform it, given the option at some point. So I will put a little bit more into that Plunder Penny and just make sure that I'm getting that hunt off. Said the right word. Try it. Nice putting it on the buff slot. Pretty nice. And another comfortable win. Cool. So I could kiss Captain Hook here. Yeah, so what are my options here? Mix and match is not super appealing. I could kiss the Captain Hook and try and hit something, like, truly ridiculous to put the game out of reach, which is honestly kind of appealing. There are some things that do nothing, though. Or I Abracadabra and then try and hit like a different spell. I think I'm going to try and put the game truly out of reach. Yeah, and this is, you know, there's the thing that when it dies, it like buffs your things. I forget what it's called, like the spirit armor or whatever, but this is like probably one of the top 3 things that I could have hit. So very happy here. Doubles my spells, gets huge by itself. So yeah, incredibly happy with that. I have this Grotto that I can cast here, and I think I'm going to put it on the wizard to just solidify it as a card that's going to be in my endgame comp and just get its stats nice and relevant. Spirit Dragon is interesting, but not really what we're doing. If we had the Uncommon Treasure, yeah, and then here is our kind of big finisher. Now the question is, are we going to replace Mecha Man or Despicable Shmee? And I think Shmee can go, like, my stuff is going to be scaling fast enough from this Merlin, and the Mecha Man is, like, strength right now. I'm just kind of ensuring I don't have, like, any nonsense happen and take too much damage. Excellent. It's going to be hard for me not to cast that Lost in the Woods first each turn. So I get double... I get 2 bonus shops, which is excellent, and I also get 2 spell triggers with Merlin. So this is exactly what you want to be doing with the spell deck. I'm going to be buffing slot 2 here, because this is a summon character. This has plenty of attack. Greed. I'm just going to start to get that Merlin up. The sooner that Merlin itself can start trading, the better. The Golden Mecha Man is definitely something that I'm quite interested in. So yeah, I'm just going to take that. I have another Kiss. I could Kiss Two-Headed Wizard, and then if I hit another, well, I'm not going to be really hitting a Kiss as my first spell. So yeah, I don't think I'm super interested in the Kiss. I could Kiss Plunder Penny at this point. I think I have enough spell buffs, but I don't think there's any uncommons better, and I'm mostly looking to transform it into something else. Getting the +2/+2 on spells on the wizard is good, but might be outscaled by Merlin. Question mark. I think I am going to Kiss the wizard. Let me know if you do something different here. But yeah, we got a Stinky. I'm just thinking that like I want to be able to take advantage of future kisses, and yeah, that's the character most likely to want to kiss. I could have kissed the Mecha Man as well, but I do kind of like just having that summon. So this is our bonus shop. I could make this slot genuinely huge. Or I could get even more shops and more spells, and I'm going to take more shops and more spells, just because I just want to be getting as many like generic stats as I can here. Interesting interaction in that the Lost in the Woods plus Professor Who doesn't make the non-bonus shops for spell have breadcrumbs. I wonder if it forces the bonus shop to have it. That would be a question for Discord for sure. This is better than the Mecha Man, but I don't think it's better enough for me to take. I'm just going to cast a random spell. Bonus shop with spells, very good. Elminster would be pretty good, but my spells already give lots of extra attack. I am pretty likely to cast 4 in a turn, but just like being able to cast multiple spells after this Abracadabra seems like way too strong for me. And this is the time to turn Plunder Penny into something else with Through the Looking Glass, so I'm going to cast that. Kraken is excellent. Continue to buff all those things. Cast a random spell. I'll take a pair. +10/+1 to the whole row is pretty good, but I'm going to take the pair. I can see the +10/+1 being correct, but at this point, I'm just kind of taking game actions. I kind of have my endgame comp, and it's just a question of like if anyone's going to be able to scale as fast or faster than me. And you know, we'll see. I don't know how big these summons are going to be, but this is definitely the type of comp that can give a mage's comp problems. So definitely worth keeping in mind that Princess Animal, you know, does look to be doing something pretty powerful too. Yeah, Mecha Man is quite good here. Just summoning multiple things, doubling the next 3 spells I cast sounds incredible, so I'm going to take that. I don't think I want the support here. I think I do want to just make this Merlin a little bit bigger, a little more relevant, make sure that it's value trading. Giant Growth is also pretty excellent here. I think I'm gonna put it on the Kraken. Just like a little bit more health, a little bit more attack. Make sure that I'm getting these hunts off and just getting a little bit of extra scaling in. They have a Storm Nebula Plunder Punny thing going as well. And kind of cool that they summoned Mop and something else and got the value off the Mop, but yeah, I think we're just much stronger than they are. So we do see that Lost in the Woods again, so I think that's how that interaction might work. Notably, we do have this Genie's Lamp. But casting a lot of buffs kind of looks appealing, but I think just getting extra shot with the Genie's Lamp and the Storm Nebula is just better. Just trying to get as much as I can. Through the Looking Glass here, well, the Stinky had the chance of sniping some of their back row stuff. So I'm going to not cast it because I think the Stinky is actually better than a random legendary. The treasure at this point is definitely not worth it, but I can see an extra shot by taking this Morticia, so I'm going to see the extra shot. And now we get a bonus shot, which is excellent to cast more spells. I think I'm just bigger than my opponent is. I'm assuming I'm like facing the Princess Animal player at this point. So I'm going to just buff the Kraken here. So if this goes multiple rounds, I'm going to just be continuing to like make these slots bigger. Cast just a random spell here. Bonus shop is the clear choice. More spells. I could do some kissing here, or I could just take more bonus shop. So like Kraken could hit secret rares. Yeah, I could get a golden secret rare, but there are some that don't really do anything for me, though I think most of them do quite a bit. Is a Kraken better than a random golden secret rare? I think that a random golden secret rare is better than a Kraken here. Yeah, and Ghost Armor is arguably the best secret rare. I mean, the Echoing Fae could perhaps be even better, but yeah, I'm just incredibly happy with that. Yeah, I don't think they had anything like particularly huge, but I'll cast it on Ghost Armor just in case they suddenly have the giant character in slot 1. Get some mass pump going, cast some more spells, and yeah. Yep, no, we're much bigger than them, kind of as I thought. You know, hopefully they just hit that Ghost Armor, but even if they win this fight, just like repeatedly Ghost Armoring them is going to be, I think, more than enough to just win this game. So feel very good about where we are, and good about that decision to kiss the, there we go. Good about the decision to kiss the Kraken. So yeah, that was an awesome game. This is exactly what I'm trying to do with Professor Who, and probably showcases why they are my favorite captain in the game. If you enjoyed this game and want to see more like it, let me know in the comments. Certainly would love to hear any sort of backseat advice you have, mistakes I might have made, how I can play better. That's one of the main reasons I'm posting these videos, is to kind of talk through my thought process and get better at the game. And now we can see what's in the box. So we got Barrel of Monkeys, very strong card, but not what I'm really looking to do. With Professor Who, and Super Pan for Jack Sparrow, which I think is actually a reasonable option potentially. Yeah, especially if I have like Link and Morgan, and yeah, I have some faith things going. So I'll probably try and slot that in, but that'll be something that I do the next time I select Jack Sparrow as my character. And until then, see you next time.